NBA hoops. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns up against the Portland Trailblazers here at their home, Moda Center. Brian Anderson here, joined by our analysts, Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, plus reporting from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. They've got Devin Booker. Bradley Beal's out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's the franchise in at the one. And for Portland, Sharp teams with Thibault on the perimeter. Denny Avdia out there with Robert Williams. And it's Simons in at the one spot. Well, Grant, these two teams just faced off. It's the second game of this mini-series.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, we first saw a lot of these back in the 21-22 season, and they were added in a way to reduce travel. You know, I like them. They give you a playoff feel with the game-to-game adjustments that I love.
Now here's Beal. Richards with a screen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Over the last few years, Bradley Beal has had an unfortunate string of injuries, Doris.
B.A., that's putting it mildly. If you go back to the 2019 season, he hasn't played more than 60 games since that year. Obviously, when he's healthy, this is one of the great shooters and ball-handling guards in the league. He has the physical stature and ability to be outstanding on the defensive end. It's just hard watching him get robbed of so many of these prime years.
I mean, he's just so electric. Simons putting on a show.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. We played just over a minute here in the first. Over to the left wing. And stolen by Williams. Here's Sharp. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Here's the franchise. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Pass to Sharp. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Williams on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Simons. Takes it. 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Yeah, such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Driving in. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Outside Sharp. Outside Thibault to the paint. Here's Simons. Missed inside.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
The franchise, the pass to Durant. Outside for Booker. Pass to the franchise. Durant with a screen on Simons. Here's the franchise. Blocked!
Avdia, great timing, contesting that. Send it back, young sir.
Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Avdia. Clock is at 3. The kick to Durant. There's the triple. And they get it back. Here's the franchise. He's covered by Simons. Another shot. Booker, good.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the franchise in their last game against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He dropped 13 points and continually found ways to get himself back to the charity stripe. He put forth a tremendous effort, made impact.
Suns trail by 3. Avdia out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Henderson. Then there's Klingon. And it's Kamari in at the 2. That's the group for Portland starting the second.
That KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
It was textbook rim protection in that game, taking real pride in shutting down the other team.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
And there's the screen. Releases. Durant, no good.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Avdia outside. Pass to Klingon. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
To me, this is where Jeremy Grant can really flourish. In transition, in the open floor, use that speed, sir.
Here's the franchise, defended by Henderson. They grab their own miss. Durant, so it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Jeremy Grant.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Trailblazers?
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Walker, he's checked in for Avdia.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Here's Henderson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Henderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Anytime Henderson can't get to the rim, that mid-range jumper is always there.
And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Kamari. Here's Klingon, covered by Richards. And here's Henderson. There's the 3. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
After an okay first quarter of shooting, they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now.
Now Beal. He's covered by Grant. Richards with a screen. The franchise. The pass to Richards. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Wow. Pretty much an unbelievable slam there, B.A.
You got that right. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And how about a look at the top shot blocking teams in the NBA this season? Number 5, Portland.
They're quick to help each other, and they have some tremendous athletes with a nose for the ball.
First half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Portland ahead, up by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
35.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star?
The voting process will be wrapping up soon. Finally. Excited to see which players make the cut.
Same. In fact,
And now let's focus on the Trailblazers. At halftime now, it's been a tight one.
The energy in their hometown is electric, man.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. They've got Nick Richards. Kevin Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's the franchise in at the point. Now here's Sharp. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Simons. Over Durant. And it's Simons missing. The Suns trailing.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
And it's Simons missing. And the Suns shooting the ball at 48% so far. The franchise, the pass to Booker. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
Simons finds Sharp. Back to Simons. No one near him. And he knocks the jumper down. Simons has got 10. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's the franchise. Simons with a rebound. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Misses the 3.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Such a wide open look. He's got 5.
Well, this guy shoots it with such tremendous efficiency. Bradley Beal provides the most important thing in the NBA, and that's floor spacing.
Here's Simons. Another miss by Simons.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Inside, here's Simons. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. So for the Blazers, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Thibault, and it's Henderson in for Sharp.
Anthony Simons.
And that one falls for Simons.
I mean, it was amazing to see Simon's progression in his first few NBA seasons. He got better every single year.
Here's the franchise. No points yet. Williams grabs the board. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. To the left wing. Beal against Abdia for the tie. The shot, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Denny Abdia.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Clingan, he's checked in for Portland. Dunn, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Devin Booker.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Simons passes to Graham. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Here's Iguodala. All by himself. And the ball out of play. The Trailblazers will have it. Portland making a switch here. Kamara's checked in. Phoenix leading by 7. Jabari Walker is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Clingan, then it's Henderson, and it's Kamara in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Portland has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Walker passes to Henderson. Here's Kamara. Booker defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's a screen. Henderson for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
Durant with a screen on Henderson. And he lobs. Durant finishes off the lob.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
Blazers trail by 6. And we played through about a minute here in the 4th. Down low. Here's Clingan. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. The franchise. The pass to Booker. Pass to the franchise. On the wing, Durant. Durant, so effective inside.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Make some noise for your Blazer dancer.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Al. And here's Simons outside. The Suns clear it. Richards has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's the franchise. He's covered by Simons.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Outside Sharp. And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's the franchise. Oh, wow!
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And he stays with it. Here's Simons. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
To the inside. Avdia can't get it to go. Phoenix leading by 8. Out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. 1:50 left in the game. Here's the franchise. He's covered by Simons. The franchise. That's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
This close in, Simons is consistent. The defense really can't allow him to find that look.
The franchise. The pass to Richards. Unable to get that one.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Simon shot it. Here's the franchise. Portland with a rebound. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Simons outside. And stolen by Durant. Pass to the franchise. He takes it in. The kick to Durant. This one for 3. Simons with a rebound. Now Portland with it. Trailing by 5.
Anthony Simons. Second personal foul. First team.
35 seconds left to play in the fourth. And he drives in. The layup off target.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Sharp.
Oh, wow! Incredible!
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
A fearless play by Sharp in clutch time. He wants us to know he's ready to shine in these challenging moments.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Timeout called, Portland. 20 seconds left in the final quarter. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
No doubt. They've got to get a quick bucket here.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Over. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Simons, left side. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
Time called here. The Trailblazers decide to talk it over. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
A 3 from the inbound. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. Off the outside. Puts up a 3. Oh, he buries it from outside.
And just sinks it over the tall defender. That's why you have to crowd shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Simons with a steal. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up empty-handed. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching.
Okay. You got me on that one, but, yo, can we still swap? What's up?
Nah, man. Ain't no handouts. Maybe next time, though, man.
All right. Don't worry. I'll be back.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Another game.